So we are going over there, 100 dreams across. Let's see. Yeah, it's the homunculus gift. Let's continue over there. The clan servicing the cooling systems have reported an incident of sorcery. The shadows in the cabins and corridors are coming to life. The voidsmen say they see strange, writhing things lurk in nooks and crannies at the edge of their vision. If they look away, the things spread over the room, gnawing on everything in their path and attacking the weak and infirm. The strange creatures cannot be caught. It is almost as if they sense they are being watched and think into the many cracks between the machines and bulkheads. Okay, let's go with the willpower. Order that the monsters be vanished with faith and prayer. The Ecclesiarchy mission on board the void ship held sermons in every corner of the haunted chamber. The many-voiced chants and holy rituals manifested their power, and the demons skulking in the cracks vanished without a trace. The crew was cheered, and they praised the God Emperor for his protection. Let's see. So, the homunculus gift. On the third planet, in the middle of a pasture for maimed mutants, another Xenos beacon lay waiting, greedily soaking up pain. After making contact with it, the prism displayed a short message from the homunculus addressed to an Archon. A fascinating journey full of hand-picked, tormented victims was drawing to a close. A lavish bounty awaited the one who made it to the end. The prism gave the coordinates of a death world in the 100 Dreams crossroads. Let's see. Well. I guess this is it, right? I don't really need Phlogiston or anything else. Let's go. Augurs have detected a container with unidentified cargo on the planet next to the Drukhari beacon. Many kilometers around this zone are filled with huge, likely dangerous Xenos lifeforms. A very strong emission of unclear nature radiates from the beacon itself. The cargo can only be taken from the planet by force with the help of an assault squad. Okay, we are going to send an assault squad to the planet's surface. Expecting resistance, the assault squad disembarks some distance away from the beacon. To the soldiers' surprise, the gigantic mutants surrounding the beacon turn out to be incapable of even moving. Like carpets of formless chunks of flesh, these groaning and bleeding creatures cover the earth for many kilometers around. Something unseen brings them unbearable suffering. The emissions of the beacon previously detected by Augurs turn out to be a cruel trap for the assault squad. Ouch. Acting on the soldiers' minds, it sends them horrible visions of brutal death and excruciating torture, preventing them from coming closer to the beacon and the cargo. The images of such abominable fates appearing directly in the brain would have brought ecstatic pleasure to a Drukhari, but even those warriors, tempered by battle, can scarcely withstand them. Okay, but we have strength, thanks to Abelard. Remind the soldiers that humankind is capable of fighting off even the most terrible Xenos threat, provided they find the inner strength not to yield to it. Guided by the Lord Captain's word, the soldiers resolutely advance on the beacon. The rogue trader's speech helps them withstand the beacon's horrors and remain sane. By activating a switch on the beacon, the soldiers finally turn off the torturous emissions. Okay. Pain grip, what is it? All the wearer's melee attacks inflict bleeding. All bleeding effects inflicted by the wearer have their power increased by 2. Okay, I have to check this. Okay, let's go. Let's bring the beacon and the cargo containers aboard the ship. The removal of the beacon from the platform proceeds as planned. Nothing happens afterward. The gigantic groaning carpet of mutants continues lying where they were, neither exploding nor burning up. The Voxmaster reports that the prism from the homunculus laboratory shattered into a myriad of needles. It flew apart in every direction, with a loud snap, gravely wounding several crew members. Okay, we are done over there. Let me see, what do you have, Magi? If the wearer is an assassin and successfully dodges or parries an enemy attack, it automatically creates an additional opening on that enemy on the side closest to the wearer. It's not bad, but this one, it's melee attack. I mean, okay, it's a melee attack, so I don't think I'm going to take this. Let me see what I have with Seren. You can't, of course, you can't use it. Can you? No, you can't. So, yeah, I'm not going to use it for now, at least. Let's continue. So, Xenos skirmish. What is it? News from the Orcelio Prophecy System. Numerous Xenos vessels have been sighted on one of the planets. The reason for their presence on this world is unclear. Okay, let's see what I can do over there too. Nothing crazy. I'm going to take this. I don't need it, but I'm going to take it. The warp jump passed without incident for everyone except the crew members on bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter. It seemed to come from outside, through the airtight seal of the ship's massive windows. The laughter went on and on. The ship left the hostile Immaterium and returned to real space. Well. Okay, let's see what we can discover over there. Nothing? No. Okay. This is already collected, so let's go over there. An officer of the Augur team reports that this world, covered in thick forests and steep mountain ranges, is of no particular interest except for one fact: a fierce battle has unfolded between a group of Xenos. A multitude of small ships are concentrated around one area, some of them heavily damaged or outright destroyed. Around the cluster of ships, scanners detect a plethora of xenoforms, employing unidentified weapons and technology. Magi supposes that in this location, the surviving warriors of the Riving Tempest could engage their pursuers from the other cabals that craved their death. The Xenos is determined to land on the planet and meet with the Drukhari from his cabal, or unceremoniously barge into the battle, whoever the enemies may be. The Xenos demands that the Lord Captain's best warriors set out with him. Okay, I'm guessing I'm going to go with Marajai. Let Marajai take part in the melee alongside the assault squad. After several long hours, Marajai's shuttle finally docks with the rogue trader's void ship. Of the group that was sent to the planet's surface, only the Xenos returned, covered in blood from head to toe. With a smug, snake-like smile on his face, having evidently enjoyed what happened, Marajai hands the Lord Captain a blood-soaked trophy. Okay, this is a gun. A gun I'm not going to use, I'm sure of it. Deals an additional plus 60% damage to burning enemies, not bad, I guess. The armor penetration is interesting too. Okay, yeah, maybe it could be interesting, in fact. Let me check that. What do you have, Elliot? Is it good for you? Okay, fusion gun, touch reduction, 20. The range is not crazy. I don't think this is for you. Let me see. Can you use it? You can. I mean, I'm always forgetting, so... Okay. I think I'm going to keep these weapons. Okay. Let's continue. So, we could go over there. We have to go to Janus too. So I think I'm going to go to Janus first. Okay, I think we are going... Let's go over there. The enforcers from different decks on the Van Valence's vessel report a terrifying sight. The skin of some crew members have become translucent, revealing knots of muscle and blood vessels beneath. Worse yet, small spider-like insects were seen scurrying inside of them, snow white and sparkling like ice. The transformed could not see this phenomenon in themselves or anyone else, only occasionally complaining about a prickly feeling in their extremities. Some were branded as mutants and killed. The survivors reverted back after the vessel emerged in real space. The warp released us from its embrace for now. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's go, Janus. Okay. Vishtanza Bayat asks permission to conduct some kind of ritual that can increase the fertility of Janus. Okay. I will lose security. Oh, come on. I don't really need any of this. I'm going to lose security. Anyway. So let's permit the ritual, I guess. Provision. I could do this too because it doesn't really matter, right? Okay. Provide additional resources to empower the ritual. Lady Viat performs a great ritual, and the new harvest surpasses all expectations. Meanwhile, a sudden wave of horrific mutations robs all afflicted living things of sanity, and the planet loses several settlements and agri-complexes as a result. Severin doesn't care. Okay, I think we are done. Okay, let's continue. And I'm guessing this is going to be a Cassia episode, because we are going to perform the ritual, another kind of ritual, I guess. So maybe I could go... Yeah, I can do this. Let's roll. Sector, Coronus Expanse. Region, Orcelio Prophecy System. Location, Sanctum Navis. Exterior Observation Chambers. Material, Witness Interrogation Fox Records. Conducted by Upper Deck Enforcers. Entry A201486610. Chronometer turns since the incident. Enforcer. Witness Hidi on 00110101. You claim that you left the Sanctum Navis on the Lady Navigator's orders. Heidi on 00110101. Affirmative. This unit acted in accordance with Maintenance Protocol TRN 08353. Step 1. Sense the sacred mechanisms for the duration of 15 chronometer turns. Step 2. Enforcer. You failed to inform the bridge about the imminent jump. I want to know why. Heidi on 00110101. Data unavailable. The Lady Navigator ordered that she be connected to the void ship. But she did not order the preparation of the machine spirits for warp translation. Cause: a ritual that cannot be identified by this unit's capabilities. This unit received the command to interrupt protocol TRN 08353 and exit the Sanctum Navis. Entry M0018723. 30 chronometer turns since the incident. Servant. No, please, not the fingers. Enforcer. I'm gonna break one for every word of a lie I hear coming from your mouth. Now talk. Servant. Please, you have to believe me. All we did was prepare the canvas and mix the Lady Navigator's blood into the paints. Then we were told to lock open the shutters so that the Lord Captain could see everything that was going on inside the Sanctum Navis from the observation chambers. And Enforcer. Grog shit. Armaglass can shield you from the warp horrors. Servant. I swear it on my soul and the Golden Throne, Master Enforcer. The Lady Navigator only wanted to paint a picture for ritual or some such. That's all I know. She wasn't going to use the power in a high, but I still got as far away from there as I could. That's all I saw, I'm telling you. Entry H9050080. 50 chronometer turns since the incident. Senior Enforcer. We performed an emergency warp jump, barely activated the Geller field in time. and are now being dragged to throne knows where by an unknown force. The Lady Navigator and the Lord Captain are still unaccounted for. Now tell me one more time, what transpired in the Sanctum Navis? Enforcer: I escorted the Lord Captain to the observation chambers and yelled at the servant for leaving the shutters open, but then I was told it was on the rogue trader's orders. We could see the Lady Navigator clearly through the armor glass. She was lost in thought, staring at the canvas in front of her. She looked like she was completely unaware of the world around her. Soon, the servants were ordered to leave the Sanctum Navis, and the Lady Navigator picked up a brush. Entranced, she started dragging it across the canvas, painting one image over another, and another one over the last, and another. And then the Lord Captain noticed it. There was a thing on the other side. The picture, covered in a layer of fresh blood, was coming to life, but the Lady Navigator was oblivious. Then, that is when the Lord Captain what should I do? Let's go with the control panel. Let's dash to the control panel. Enforcer: I didn't dare to stop him. I just watched, bolter at the ready. The machine spirits went mad. The doors and the shutters started opening and closing at random, but the rogue trader managed to dart inside. Startled by all the noise, the Lady Navigator turned around, and then those horrors in her painting, they broke free. And what happened next? I barely remember a thing. There was a bright flash, a purple blur. I remember feeling so scared that my knees were shaking. I remember my legs carrying me away like they had a mind of their own. As I ran, I heard screams behind me. The Lord Captain and Lady Cassia, oh God Emperor, the creatures, they pulled them both inside the painting. Sir? Mistress Voxmaster, I have a report that needs to be delivered to the senior officers. The Lord Captain and the Lady Navigator were lost during the emergency warp jump. Their whereabouts are still unknown. I am sending you the interrogation reports. End of recording. Sector, no data. Region, no data. Location, no data. Material, relation of the Lord Captain's personal account. Recorded by no data. Note, strictly classified. Access protocol holder, Seran von Balanchus. Tisiphon Orcelius ritual did not go as planned. The warp disturbance, triggered by the Lady Navigator's trance, washed over the Sanctum Navis. The void ship's machine spirits reacted to the surge of the Immaterium and interpreted it as a call to action. Thus did the emergency jump into the unknown begin. Okay, let's see. What can I do? Let's go with the dagger. Snatched. Okay, I need to read a little more. Amid the shrieks of sirens, the clanging of shutters, and the distant hum of the warp engine, some unknown will pulled the Lord Captain into the Sanctum Navis, toward the creatures from the living canvas that had already gripped the Lady Navigator's throat. Horrified, almost out of breath, and struggling to scream, Cassia stretched out her hand and began slowly thinking into her own painting. The Lord Captain snatched a dagger from the floor and started hacking at the hands reaching from inside the painting. The ritual dagger of House Orcelio cleaved the billowing shadows, and yet the painted hand reformed itself the moment after the blade passed through it. Cassia went limp in the clutches of her horrific creation and was immediately pulled to the other side of the painting. A moment later, Severan, still clutching the dagger, was likewise plunged into the depth of the world the Lady Navigator had created. Severan awoke, finding himself in the middle of a gigantic, boundless, billowing nothingness. His body felt weightless, floating in a void strewn with hundreds of the Lady Navigator's colors, some of them bright, warm, and alluring, others morose, cold, and heavy. The Lord Captain, we are talking about Severan, so I don't think he will reach for the bright colors. Swarm toward the dark colors. I think that's what he will do. I guess, yeah, let's go with this. Greyish-blue waves swallowed the Lord Captain, and the feeling of lightness disappeared as his limbs grew heavy again. Severan fell on the hard floor of a laboratory, cluttered with bats as tall as a human. Inside them were dozens, hundreds, even, of repulsive mutants. Some had no arms, or no legs, or two heads, or no face, or their innards turned inside out, but each had white skin, white hair, long, clawed limbs, and ruby eyes. My lady, the child is born. The tall, old woman slowly approached one of the vats. Readings, stable. Mutations, none were detected at any of the stages. Genes, identical, my lady. Chances of survival, 100 times higher than any of the previous experiments. How long will it take to grow this child? I fear accelerating the process might cause the body to fail. The only one after years of silence. I understand the situation. Natural growth. I do not have that much time. I will have to go with the backup plan. Yes, Novator, it will be done. The memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time, the nothingness felt dismal. Instead of bright hues, all it contained was shadows of invisible monsters swimming by, shrouded by a nebulous veil of unfathomlessness. The Lord Captain, I guess we tried the dark path. I guess we are going to reach for the bright colors this time. Could be bright as a fire, so let's go with this one. The Lord Captain reached for the bright colors. Severan plunged into a river of bright hues and flashes of rosy sunset, and lilac carried him down the dazzling stream. Before long, the Lord Captain was standing in an idyllic garden, permeated with the fragrance of flowers and the singing of birds. Servants in purple livery darted back and forth, attending to a withered old woman in a navigator's mask. Sitting on her lap and smiling coyly to everyone was a little girl with ruby eyes and white hair. Be a good little girl, my child, until the day we meet again. With trembling hands, the woman handed the girl to a navigator in laboratory attire. I am out of time. Prepare the child for the Atlas transfer and destroy all records and mentions of the world of ET6. None must learn of that which took place here. And remember, our body must grow strong for it to accept my power. And once I have returned loyalty will be rewarded. The memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time, the nothingness felt dismal. Instead of bright hues, all it contained was shadows of invisible monsters swimming by, shrouded by a nebulous veil of unfathomableness. The Lord Captain closed his eyes and remained adrift in the weightlessness. Severin stayed in the ocean of nothingness, devoid of any sensation or emotion, until a slight smile upon someone's lips surfaced in his mind. The warmth of her skin, the silk of her snow-white hair. Cassia. She was there, somewhere amid the seething nothingness, all alone. Someone's scream broke the delicate equilibrium of the Lord Captain's motionless body, and the weightlessness released him. He plummeted into the narrow abyss of rolling illusions, but was now in full control of his body again. Then Severin descended into the abyss, toward the screams. The Lord Captain crashed from an unmeasurable height to the bottom of a rolling abyss. In the next moment, Severin saw two figures amid the billowing maroon mist. One of the figures, unnaturally gaunt and tall, was clutching the other, smaller one, in its claws, screaming furiously. The Lord Captain peered into the strange maroon mist. In the swirling mist all around him, Severin could make out human faces, stricken with torment. And not just human faces. There were Xenos, Eldari, their features fused together with those of humans, which made the Crimson Spectres look all the more abominable. Their gazes and their rage were directed at the two unmoving figures facing each other. The Lord Captain drew closer to look at the figures. One step was all it took for some unknown force to notice the Lord Captain, seize him, and drag him through the painting's twisted space. Now the Lord Captain could clearly see the dark shade of the long-dead navigator leaning over Cassia, clutching her neck in its clawed fingers. The shade screamed, "You were given life because of me. You survived because of me. And here you are now, because I have willed it so. Bow before me. Tell me what I wish to hear, and your suffering will end. Go on, child. I have waited for so long. Submit to me." Cassia looked exhausted, her body covered in hundreds of thin cuts, her lips lacerated, claw marks on her cheeks. Yet there was steadfast resolve in her eyes. "I know who you are, Tisiphone or Celio. I know what you crave. I saw it in the visions that you sent me again and again. I won't allow you. I will never allow you to become me." Cassia's fatigued voice quivered, but she was not about to yield in this battle. The Lord Captain Let's help Cassia, but we are not going to fight for her. The Lord Captain urged the Lady Navigator to fight the monster to the bitter end. The Lord Captain's words attracted not just Lady Cassia's attention. Tisiphone or Celio, finally noticing the presence of a living creature in that bizarre world, turned to face the interloper and lunged forward, teething with rage. When the entity's claws were millimeters from the rogue trader's throat, Cassia opened her navigator's eye, and a wave of unbridled warp energy obliterated Tisiphone's spectre before she realized what was happening. The Lady Navigator graced the Lord Captain with a tired smile. The abortive ritual had turned out to be a trap set for Lady Cassia by the previous novator of her house, but the rogue trader had ensured that her plan fell to ruin, and now it was time to desert that accursed place. Cassia took the rogue trader's hand and guided him through the maroon mist and out of the painting. Their unconscious bodies were discovered in the Sanctum Navis 20 Terran days after their disappearance, as soon as the rogue trader's void ship had emerged from the warp in an unknown system. And we are back. Uncharted system. Let's visit the place and let's chart new routes, because we can. Okay. Let's visit the place. Smaragdus Mundos. Okay. Beautiful place. Okay, Ogre's Anomaly. Burning World. The yellow-red glare of the burning world coming through the bridge windows hurts your eyes. Now that you know what to look for, your augurs easily locate traces of the mysterious underground constructions. Okay, but that's it? Did I obtain something? Maybe? I'm not sure. I guess we will never know. Yeah, I can do nothing. Palace of the Atlas. Okay, Cassia is coming for sure. Abela, you are too. Idira. Yeah. J. I mean... yeah, this is a good team. This is a good team. I'm not going to take Mahajai on this one. Let's go. What is this place? Let's see. Okay.
The world will bow.
There is barely a noticeable imprint of a long, clawed hand on the broken cogitator screen. Okay, let's go maybe over there first. The Eldari Sanctum is blemished by human presence. In their pursuit of ancient secrets, the navigators had no qualms about filling the ruins with machinery and supplies. Okay. Let's go with this, I guess.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Take yours.
One and it's done.
Thank you, Jay. Okay. The war gains plus 15 ballistic skill. Yeah, could be good for For Elliot, let's see, what do you have? The wearer's damage is increased by 2% for each critical hit and for each enemy they killed until the end of combat. I mean, this is not bad. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm going to use this one. And I think I can use something else. I just need to remember what is it. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. Oldest to newest, maybe. Yeah, this is going to be difficult to find. Okay, so by type, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really remember which one I wanted to use. Okay, I'm going to check. No. Okay. Okay, this is okay. I will check this later on. I don't remember the name of the item I'm looking for. The Ocelio navigators left no stone unturned in this elderly temple. It is as if they were looking for something that they just could not find.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Good to know.
Embrace true power.
Okay, let's check this. The heart of the Negator's camp. This is where Tisiphone Ocelio performed her experiments hundreds of years ago. Good. Decade pages. House Ocelio need not know what is taking place here. The navigators are frightened enough by its power as it is. The last experiment left 3 from the Setala clan without a shred of reason. Empty shells will bring no glory to House Ocelio or its lesser branch. We shall carry on. At last, we have managed to implant the artifact in subjects who can wield its power. Perhaps all the navigators who perished in the agonizing torrent of energy were merely a symptom of our decline. I am tired of counting the dead. The weak have no place among those who have harnessed the Atlas. Their abilities have grown manifold and become significantly easier to control and more effective at resisting the ruinous influence of the warp. It is all or nothing. Today is the day when my work is completed and the Starway Atlas takes its final form. The Setalas have already undergone the operation. All that is left is me, the Atlas that controls them all. Today I become the greatest novator in the history of House Ocelio, or I turn to nothing. This power is beyond compare. All it took was a whim to make the wretched Setalas fall dead at my feet. It is as if I have a second heart beating in my chest, subjugating any with the ability to touch it. How regrettable it is that this power only extends to those Ocelio navigators who have accepted a piece of the Atlas within themselves. From now on, all children will be gifted with one of their initiation, and there will be no one who can match our greatness.
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. Let's go over there first, maybe.
A Lord Captain who graces the freight line with visits and speaks to the lowliest of serfs? Retirement has never sounded more tempting.
Okay, Abela.
We have survived a heretical mutiny, Lady Theodora's death, the warp spitting us out into Grox knows where. And what shocks you is the Lord Captain going down to the lower decks? Seriously?
Yeah, and now he's saying that after all we have done together. Come on. Kane's revenge. Whenever the wearer dodges an attack, they immediately counter-attack. Can even counter-attack with a ranged weapon in melee range. That counter-attack deals 16% of weapon damage, cannot be more than 100. Okay. What do you have, Elliot? I mean, I'm going to keep the one I have. Someone removed the data crypt from this dead machine to keep the house secrets safe and leave no information about the experiments that took place here. Okay.
We've got a job to do, Rasputin.
Intriguing.
Demolition.
A job for me.
Seriously? The rune statues once depicted pages from the long history of the Eldari. Okay, I guess I missed something? I missed something over there, I guess.
Powers unseen.
Maybe?
Uncover my path.
Yeah. Let's go.
Predictable.
Okay, Chorus of Battle. Could be for Elliot. Plasma Ring. Yeah, I don't want that. The wearer and their allies are immune to the damage from the wearer's grenades. The first time the wearer uses a grenade during their turn, they have a 50 chance to not expend the grenade. Yeah, not bad, but I'm not going to use this one. Is it better for you? This is Chorus of Battle. When the wielders attack with this weapon hits, all their allies adjacent to the target make an attack of opportunity against it. That's not bad. And okay, what was this one? Okay, it's causing burning. What's with this one? The target must pass. Okay. But I think I prefer this one. I'm going to take this. But this is your main weapon now. Or maybe not. This is your main weapon. Okay.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Okay. We have company. Can I read this? No. Halt, cursed child. We had to ally ourselves with the Xenos once more to stop you. No matter, it is a small price to pay for the liberation of House of Celio from the chains of tyranny. Who are you? Begone, renegades. We followed the Atlas call in your wake, child. Stand with us. House Orselio will not trade Tisiphon's legacy for the false ideals of blind fools. What is happening? Damned Xenos, this was not the bargain we struck. Throne smite you. The navigator whose skin is so thin that he reveals the muscles, bones, and innards underneath, clenches his augmented gold jaw in contempt. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap set by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me. But now I can see clearly that the great regent Aronto was right to send us after your vessel. Okay, let's check. I spared great regent Aronto's life while passing judgment on the navigators of House Orselio. I am going to regret... I don't know if I am going to regret this decision. Let's see. The sturdily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Her face is hidden behind a gem-encrusted three-eyed masks, and her elaborate navy nobility vestments are stained with dried blood and other evidence of recent combat. Okay, let's go with one. I too wish to be enlightened about what is happening here. You will stop defiling the remains of the hallowed ground of our ancestors with your semblance of speech, monkey. The Harlequin's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of the system's star, and the sinister grin on his mask only adds to his menacing and aloof presence. The final act will soon unfold, where you will pay for the deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull at your strings. Why? Why are there Xenos ruins where the palace of the Atlas should be? Why is this place coated in an impenetrable black mist? I am suffocating. Cassia clutches her breastplate, near where her Atlas is, her voice feeble and trembling. Three-eyed monkey who sees into Sheol. The taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools, with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Okay, let me read this again. The taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul, pathetic fool with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Taint? Do you mean the Atlas? Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor. The Atlas is the sacred relic of House Orselio. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you? The regent's envoy abruptly loses her breath with a groan, and she clutches her chest with her atlas where her atlas is implanted. I refuse to accept this. Impossible. I want to ask one, but I want to be sure to have the answer for 2, so let's go with 2. What is this taint you speak of, Xenos? Do you not see it? The Harlequin's voice booms throughout the ruined temple. When you, Monkey, discovered this crown world, you tainted it with your crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone, but worst of all, you sullied the souls of our ancestors reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. He points his thin finger at the remarkable crystal floating behind his back, and the Harlequins around you tighten the grips on their weapons. Like a sea of bottomless blue, Cassia looks around her with a stunned expression, her gaze shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that living things could exude such saturated hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. What is this place? We call planets such as this one crown worlds. They came to be long before my time, back when all of the Eldari were united people whose empire stretched from one edge of the galaxy to the other. It is a world beneath the first stars, an unblighted world. I never thought that I would come to find one. I have nothing to add to the outcast words, other than my eternal astonishment at your curious troop, Monkey. Examine the hovering crystal. This enormous, translucent stone shares a strange resonance with this place. You can sense the energy emanating from it, mysterious, restless, coagulated. It resembles a giant heart that has been plucked out of its owner's chest. Its crystal clarity is pierced by hundreds of dark veins that has taken root within like a terrible illness. How did the navigators of House Orcelio taint the spirit monolith? The experiments. Cassia covers her mouth in horror. This is where she conducted her experiments. Tisiphone. No, it is not possible. To consort with Xenos is to violate the word of the God Emperor. It is known to all that Tisiphone Orcelio executed anyone who showed any interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? Then why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house coat of arms? Open your eyes. Quiet. The Harlequin stone is mild, but it is not a request. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey, who see into Shale. I realized it in the moment I met the first of you, wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sensed it within you, our ancestors' call, their pleas, their endless torment. I knew that what you found was a crown world, and I humbly waited for the day you would lead me to it. What is the meaning behind your words, Ater, Troop Master? You know the answer already, outcast. You have always known. Okay, let's ask Elliot. What was that about? What answer have you always known? Elliot glowers at Cassia. So that is why your presence makes my soul shrink to the size of a river pearl, and my throat choked in a collar of thorns. That is why your words seep into my soul like poison, leaving wounds that will not heal. There is a shard of the spirit monolith inside you, monkey, twisted, perverted, invigorating you by making my ancestors suffer. Alas, you are right, outcast. The ancestors of the three-eyed monkey thought to command the power of the spirit monolith, and yet they suffered failure time and again. Eventually, they discovered a way to harness this power, a terrible way, torturous and unforgivable. They shattered the monolith into many shards and weakened the souls within. And then the Harlequin trembles with fury. Then they placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. I never wished to learn such harsh truth about my own house. Cassia buries her face in her hands, and you feel waves of despair spreading from a lithe frame, which suddenly appears as fragile as glass. Okay, let's see. I mean, Serran is not about rectifying the errors of the past. So I don't think I'm going to go with 1 or 2. But I don't like 3 because it's he's talking about the Imperium and he doesn't care about the Imperium. Okay, let's go with Watch in Silence. The renegade navigator stares at Cassia in shock. You are more than just a tyrant's heir. You are a successor to a mad heretic, a betrayer of the faith. You must be destroyed. You and the Atlas, once and for all. You think the solution is so easy, don't you, monkey? When you die, your souls become captives inside the spirit monolith. This process is deranging to our ancestors, who have served as the monolith's guardians for aeons. It is equally agonizing to the souls of your dead. And the more monkey souls the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Eldari and the monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We all will play our parts today, and when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit this world's stage. Sinister shadows dance on the Harlequin's mask as he draws an unknown device from his sleeve. Okay, let's see. I don't think I'm going to choose one. Or 2. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. Not 5. Not 6. addressed Cassia. What do you say to this Xenos assertions? Cassia gives you a grateful nod and turns to the Harlequin troop. I cannot change the past, it is true, nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with disgrace, born of Tisiphon or Celio's hubris. Yet all of us here today have the power to change the future, and halt the unending suffering that is drawing both your kin and mine. You suggest that the monkey and the Eldari change the future together? The Harlequin leans forward curiously. I must admit, my leading lady, I am confounded by your audacity. Go on. My Atlas. Cassia places a hand on her gilded breastplate. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, guide them to enter my Atlas. Their experience and wisdom will help steer House Orcelio onto the path of truth and allow future generations to avoid the calamitous pitfalls of their forebears. Kemorag, my leading lady, the shards of the monolith are lodged inside the chest of every monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of House Orcelio. This artifact is implanted at birth, but that does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed its creation through Tisiphon's eyes in my visions. I lived it over and over again through the memories of the Setala clan. I can recreate the ritual that will return the souls of your kin to you and save my people's lives. I like one. Let's see if I can say something else. I mean, Siren is taking a very dark path, but he has nothing against Cassia. And if she can find for herself a brighter path, why not? And we killed too many people, so I don't want to go with 2 for now, at least. Yes, we killed too many people already. I don't want to choose 3. Let's go with 1. Cassia, are you really capable of this? I am confident in my abilities, more so than ever before. You changed, Cassia. Let's second Lady Cassia's proposal. Seldom do humans and Xenos get the chance to resolve their conflicts without violence. Let's try this for once. This will be the only time we will do that in this playthrough. Let's second Lady Cassia's proposal. The Harlequin remains as still as a garish statue for several minutes. Then the mellifluous voice behind the mask says, "For the sake of returning all of the monolith shards, I am willing to go along with this impromptu performance, monkey. But for a bird to fly, it first needs to be unshackled." The Harlequin draws his blade and slashes the air right by Cassia's neck. The stone that was fused with her body tears through her skin and falls at the Harlequin's feet. I am touched that the desperate monkey, with darkness in his eyes, passed my gift to you. after all, but I no longer see the need for it. So, I made use of Felix's charm to inhibit Cassia Orselio's powers, and now she's free from it. Good. No! The regent's envoy draws a pistol. I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it is the child's wish. Lady Orselio, you are too young, inexperienced. You simply cannot comprehend. You address the future novator of House Orselio, one who survived the massacre of WH40k, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Dargonus, who has restored her house stability in what scant time she has been free, while you, all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You address one who has passed through the tempest of the Sea of Souls, to the true Atlas as a rogue trader's ally. Yet, still you call me unworthy. Don't you, young, inexperienced, kneel before me, and I shall forgive you your insolence. House Orselio was always loyal to Novator Tisiphone. Henceforth, it will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. The navigator's voice trembles with reverence. Are you done with your performance, monkey? Then stand aside and do not interrupt. I can feel it again, the tranquility. The ancestral souls have found peace, and corruption no longer endangers the monoliths of this world. The Harlequin's narrow shoulders now look completely relaxed. Remember our agreement, Cassia Orselio. We will soon meet in this place again, so that you can give us the shards. And now, begone from our world, monkey. Okay, that was a peaceful resolve, I guess.
Embrace true power.
Lord Xenos, let's go with this one.
My pleasure.
This was a piece of an altar that the ancient Eldari used for some long forgotten ritual. We can go over there. Lord Xenos again.
One and it's done.
The Eldari's gods once walked among them, teaching, guiding, protecting them from harm. There were no boundaries between mortal creatures and their patrons.
I tread a path.
I sense something nearby.
Good. Let's see. The first use of each navigator power in combat cost -1 AP. This is not bad. Staff of Orselio Novator. Okay, I think this is better than the one I have. Maybe. Or maybe not. Castigating. Okay, infusing 6. No, it's not better. Let's continue. Let's take this. Okay.
The world will bow.
Okay, I think I can put something. Let's go always add to cargo. Goods. What is it? Time-worn manuscript. There was a time when I believed that I would lead my house to prosperity. In truth, fortune and blessings have long since been passing us by, as if the Cronus expanse itself is trying to oust the Orselio children from its bounds. If nothing changes in the near future, all of us will wither like night flowers at dawn, or perhaps face our ultimate fall. Upon my word, the sea of souls itself must favor me. During the last jump, I saw into the eye of a vicious storm. Within it, amid the ruins of a Xenos world, was a treasure, mighty and dangerous, not unlike our own power. And I found a way to reach it. I drove away the memory of our journey and the cost that our house suffered. The ritual alone was, no matter, the goal will be worth the price, and due effort is all that is needed for us. By the grace of the Emperor, we made it through that terrible tempest. However, the Eldari runes appear to have dampened the crew's spirits. Those pitiful commoners talk too much. Tensions in the camp are rising. I should cut out the tongues of those who witnessed the first experiments. This information cannot be allowed to reach the ship. No, not just them. I shall have the Setala clan dock the tongue of every lowborn.
Intriguing.
Lord Xenos again.
A job for me.
According to the faded glyph, the statue depicts an Eldari hero who created 100 worlds and twice as many stars. Okay, nothing to... The purified monolith shines like a guiding star and waves a calm and relief wash over the hearts of those who step close.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
I guess we are done. Let's go back to the bridge and let's talk to Lady Cassia.
How nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orselio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
So now you are the full-fledged novator of House Orselio?
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphone's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
What awaits the navigators of your house now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So now the entire power of the Atlas is in the Innovator's hands.
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orselio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orselio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
We will see. I would like to discuss other business.
Of course. I will try to answer any questions you have.
What does your special sight reveal?
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later.
This is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay, let's back to the Cornus Expanse. Let's go back. Okay. Well. Okay. Emperor's Miracle in the Cinerus Maleficum. Let's see. According to pilgrims on footfall, one world near a cold star in the Cinerus Maleficum reached such spiritual heights that the Emperor raised up all its people to join him in his halls. Okay. I guess we are going there, alright. It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid that looked like blood. This incident was deemed not to be of serious concern, and everything went back to normal as soon as the ship returned to real space. Okay, let's check the place. Frozen Prince. And okay, let's go there. Ice World. I guess this is it. Let's go with maybe Magi, right? I should be okay, right? I should be okay. Shard of the Holy World.
I have an eye for treasure.
Okay. So, let's see, Medicae first maybe?
Ruinous favor prevails.
By the nature of the injuries, it is clear that the head of this man was literally wrenched off, unscrewed from the body. Okay.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Let's see the place. Okay. No! Come.
Pay your strike, shan't I?
Come on, Severin.
I am not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover.
And I'm going to
That
do
is
it.
the difference between me and ignorant filth.
Okay. Let's go with this. A fragment of ship plating bearing unholy symbols. It seems the vessel was shot over the planet as some of the debris reached the surface. Yes, let's continue. Come on, this is... Okay. The last gun batteries are depleted. These people fought to the last breath.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Okay. Well. Let's go. Let's say hello, I guess. Maybe? Okay, let's continue over there, maybe?
Trap or treasure?
Okay. The bodies are dressed in rags and armed with faulty weapons. You notice many handmade aquillas and other symbols of faith.
Perfection. I tread a path unexplored.
Okay, let's go.
Your existence is naught but a...
Precious battle. Okay. I don't really like the tornado, but what can I say? So he's going to shoot at me, I guess? Okay. Okay. G. Idira. Idiots. Okay, I really don't know. Maybe here? I'm really hoping I'm not going to be shot at from over there, but I'm not sure about it. And Magi. I'm guessing you go there, or maybe here. Let's go. What is this?
Don't fight the pain.
Come on.
Unbelievers! Chaos guides me!
Of course. I love the tornado.
Not enough! Out of my way!
Okay. Can you shoot at him? Okay, maybe it's... Okay. So maybe I'm going to do this.
I understand your...
Okay. Maybe this one.
If I must.
And this one. And start with this, I guess. I have already done this, yes. Okay.
I am not your senior.
Not bad. Cultist. Okay, let me check my weapon. Okay, for now I could use this one too. I guess I'm going to go with this one too. Okay. Let's go with this one too.
This tedium is beneath you. If it serves your cause.
Okay, not bad. Let's see what you can do yet. So okay, maybe you can do this.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay.
Ancestors guide me.
Not bad. Maybe. Not sure it's a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this one, I guess.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay. So. Let's see. Okay, Abelard. I think I can manage, right? Let's go with this one, right?
I can do that, with the right incentive.
I think I'm going to do this first.
Tell me, and it is done.
Okay. Okay, let's go with brace for impact, I guess.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, devastating attack could be interesting, but not now, I guess. A sweep. That's not going to cut it. This one, yeah, it's 2, so it's not going to work.
Victory is imminent.
Not bad, I guess. I don't know, I think I'm going to do this.
At your beck and call.
Okay.
I will do my duty.
Okay. Okay, let's mark this enemy. Which one? Maybe this one?
I can do that with the right incentive.
Voilà. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this, right? Let's go with this one.
I hold all the cards.
Okay, Bella. Time to do some damage. Be a big slam first.
Indeed. Here, sure hand.
Okay. Okay, this is a 0.
It will be done.
I can't do this. I'm going to get it. Let's go with this one, maybe. Reckless.
At your beck and call.
Yeah.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. Sweep is not going to cut it. Go with this one.
An exemplary strike.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Indeed. Let's take care of this one.
Thank you, Abelard. Okay, I guess it's time to say hello to this beast now. So let's go with the Reckless Rush, I guess.
A tactically sound approach.
Can you move? Oh, come on. I don't think I can do much. Okay. Could do this. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is worth it, right? Let's go with this. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one.
An exemplary strike.
Yeah. Okay.
At
0,
your
1.
beck and call.
I think, are we going to do... could go with this one. Okay, this is good.
It will be done.
Okay, the versatility is not bad. Okay, let's go again with this one. I have to be careful, but I'm okay.
Target well struck.
Yeah. Let's see. 2 AP. I can manage 2 AP. Okay, I can do this.
I will do my duty.
Okay. 2 AP. Okay, maybe this one. Let's go with this one. Let's go again with this one. Two AP, 2 AP. I mean... Okay, let's go again. Let's go with the sweep.
Sure hand.
Not bad. I can't move. I think I need to do this. Yeah. And I can't do much here. It's not going to cut it, so I think we are done. Right? Yeah, I can't do much. Iliad, what can you do? I mean... Okay, when the wielders attack with this weapon hits... Okay. I guess I could do this if I can move. I can't. Okay, yeah, I can move. Okay. I can move. It's... Why? What is the problem? Okay. Okay, let's go with this. Okay.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
And okay, so maybe you can move over there, and you can do this, I think. Maybe, yeah, let's go with this one.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
Okay. Pinkabella.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Okay. Can you do this? You can't. Can you move somewhere else? Like here. Okay, you can shoot. Yeah, you can. Do you want to do this? I mean, why not? Let's go with this one.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Let's see what I can do with this one.
Don't get too cocky. I want a medal for that one.
Not terrible. Okay.
Am I getting paid for this?
What? Okay, horrible. Let's go with this one. Take aim. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Tell me, and it is done.
Okay. Let's no. Yeah. Well. What can you do, Idira? I'm not sure you can do much over there. Okay. Sorry to relocate here.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Okay. Are you affected by... Yeah, you are affected. I think you are too. Let's go with this one, I guess. Okay. Let's go with this one too.
But of course.
Okay. Not too bad.
Was that you?
Okay.
Or...
So don't think I'm going to do some. I can't do much over there. I can't target anything. Can't target anything. So. Yeah, I can't do much. Don't think I will be able to target it. You know, I can't. Too far. Okay, this is bad. So, let's go with this, I guess. Yeah, I'm too far. So I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do anything. Let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. Okay. Abelard. So I'm going to start with this one.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. Next one. Okay, let's go with this.
At your beck and call.
Let's go with the Thunder Slam. Reckless Strike.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Yeah. Ouch. Endure.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. And okay.
It will be done.
Let's go with the kick.
I will do my duty.
Not too bad. I think I'm going to go there, right? Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Stay alive, Abelard, please. Come on.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Okay.
Chaos guides me.
That's horrible. So, yeah. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, I'm guessing I'm going to go there.
I will herd the prey.
Then I'm forced to do that, right? Okay, let's move. Let's move with this.
It is handled.
Okay.
What a useless plaything! Broken already. A perfect killing strike.
Yeah. At least he's killing people. Should do something over there. I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, dodge is not bad. Maybe I'm going to do this first.
What a useless plaything, broken already!
Okay. Killing Edge. Okay, I think let's go with this.
Savor your delectable angry.
Not bad.
Done playing with you.
This is a good build. So let me check. Okay. I think we can manage, right? Okay, so I want to give you... I should have done this way earlier. Okay. Not reckless. Okay, choose an enemy in the line of sight and max an additional opening on the enemy. Okay, I'm guessing I want to do that.
Don't distract me.
Okay. I want to attack him.
What a useless plaything.
Nice one.
Broken already. You exude the corruption of she who
Easy one.
thirsts. Whenever you're near, my whole being clamors for new sacrifices to drown out her call.
Even when the turn-order is bad, you can still make something good. Okay, let's see. So I need to level up. Let's start with Idira.
Should I divine our next step?
Idira. So we have chosen last time passive learning with Lord Xenos, and we are going to choose comprehensive analysis. If the target of analyzed enemies has 2 or more exploits, that target suffers +1 additional exploit. And with her, I think I'm going to choose... let me see. Okay, I'm hesitant. I think I'm going to choose Lore Warp with her. Okay. Next, who is next? Next, Elliot. We have chosen earlier, or last time, Combat Insight with Lord Xenos too. Let's go this time with Sniper Expertise. Perfect Shot additionally grants the operative plus 15% armor penetration against enemies that are 7 cells away or farther. Not bad. And let's go with maybe Demolition. Next one, Saran, who died quickly this time. So Rising Tempo, that's what we have chosen last time with Demolition. And let's go with... okay. With what? I'm not sure. Let's go with Race Against Death. The Bladedancer's maximum wounds are increased by the Bladedancer's dodge divided by 10. Not bad. Okay, and let's go with awareness. J. We have chosen last time focus with Lord Xenos, and we are going to choose. We are going to choose still resolve. The officer's resolve is increased by 3. If I can find it again. Okay, let's go with that. And Lord Xenos maybe. Okay. Next, Abella. We have chosen last time open engagement with Karus. Let's go with something else called Desolation. The warrior's melee attacks deal an additional +3 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Not bad. And let's go with Medikey. Okay. And Magi with killing people just by moving around. So we have chosen thick skin last time with coercion. Let's go with impetus. The damage dealt by charge is increased by 7 when the ability is used from a distance of 5 or more cells based on strength. And we are going to choose coercion also. And we are good to go, I think. Okay.
The world will bow.
Let's see. Let's see what I can do. Abelard. You need steam. Okay. And I did not use one. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find over there first. Okay, I've checked this earlier. The bodies of the defenders seem to have exploded from within. Last gun.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Nothing to see over there, maybe. Okay. Nothing crazy. Take use, Jay.
And done.
Officer's Medikit restores 86 wounds, also removes bleeding, burning, toxin, and removes 1 fresh injury of, or if none exist, attempts to remove an old one. Okay. The former warehouse of the planet's defenders. The crates marked provisions are empty, and the weapons are simple and of poor quality. Okay, let's take these two.
Intriguing.
The pulpit is almost intact. It was no doubt fiercely defended. Nearby lies the body of the preacher. It was from here that he recited his last prayer. Let's collect this. Okay.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Keep a sharp eye.
Yeah, indeed.
predictable.
Okay.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Okay, good. Nothing crazy. Multi-key rampage. The user's attacks do not count toward the attack limit until the end of this turn. Afterward, the user is knocked unconscious. Yeah. I'm not going to use this for now, at least.
I tread a path unexplored.
What is this? Tearing Vengeance. This power axe deals an additional 6 damage. The first attack each round against a bleeding target restores 1 AP to the wielder. The wielder suffers 6 damage every turn. Not bad. Each time the wearer uses a major psychic power, all enemies in their line of sight loses 30 of their deflection until the start of the wearer's next turn. Okay, so let's check first the weapon, the axe. Okay. I think I'm going to choose, I'm going to try. And what do you have? No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to choose this for now, at least.
The world will bow.
That's it? It looks like it. Yeah. Let me check again. Yeah, I think this is it, right? But the weapon is a good one, so
Embrace true power.
yeah, I think we are done. One last check. Okay, let's go back. Okay, back to the bridge. Let's try to sell a few things. Okay. So, how much do I need? Less than 3k. Okay. Come on. Ah, that's too bad. Okay, maybe I'm not going to use this one. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. Not sure I'm going to be able to sell something now, but what is it? Okay. Okay. Good. this is it. Maxed out. And I don't really need this, but I'm going to max them also. It's tradable. Okay, I don't really need this. How many levels do I need? 2. 2, but let's go with 1k for now. Okay. And now less than 2k. Okay. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, this is good. This is for you know who. Pascal, where are you? Okay, let's see if it's better for you. Should be. Oh, you can't use this. Okay, it's power armor. You can't. Sort by type. Okay. Let's see. Oldest to newest. Okay, this one is better, right? Whenever the wearer dodges an attack, they gain 1 psi rating until the end of their next turn. It's not even better. No, this is better. Of course, this is better. Yep. This is a huge boost for the dodge. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can do with Cassia and Solomon. So we have chosen enough bullets for everyone last time. Let's go with something else. Like tenderize. Enemies damaged by the soldier's area attacks suffer +4 damage from the next attack that hits them. Not bad for him. Let's go with Medicaid. Ulfar. We have chosen last time the same. Enough bullet for everyone. And we are going to choose this time Integrity. While at full wounds, the soldier has +10 ballistic skill and 2 MP. With awareness. Kibela. So we have chosen last time rising tempo with awareness. Let's go with duelist. The Bladedancer deals an additional something, deals additional damage based on weapon skill bonus against enemies armed with a melee weapon. Okay. Duelist with awareness again. Cassia. We have chosen last time Still Resolve with Persuasion. And we are going to choose Seize the Initiative. The officer and allies with the Voice of Command effect deals an additional +17% damage to enemies that have not yet acted this combat. Not bad. And yeah, I'm going to go with Lore War, or maybe not. because Ijira is with us, right? So let's go with awareness. Let's go with awareness, I guess. Yeah, seize the initiative with awareness. Looks good to me. And I forgot Pascal. Where is Pascal? Pascal, you are here. So, last time we have chosen combat insight with logic. And this time we are going to choose maybe this one. If the operative has not yet moved this turn, they deal 3 more damage with single shot attacks for every 5 cells between them and the target and gain +6 ballistic skill. These bonuses do not stack and last until the operative moves. Yeah, I like this one. But let's see if I can choose something else, maybe. I think I'm going to choose this one, sharpshooter. And let's go with awareness. Okay. And let's go back to the Cronus Expanse.